Board games, board games. We both like to play board games to enjoy our day. Board games. We both like to play board games to enjoy our day. Look over there, and then you'll see a person known as
Hi.
Beneeta. And today we are going to take a leap and play a game known as Battle Sheep. And I'm going to teach Beneeta there, and we'll see who wins with flair, or maybe wins with no flair at all. We will see. Yep, that's
No,
all.
I love it. I love that you had a
Board games,
song.
it's what we're going to play. Board games to enjoy our day. Hey, and good morning, good afternoon, or whatever it is, wherever you are. And yes, I hope that you're generally well. This is, of course, Playful Shenanigans, and I'm doing this at 11 a.m. EDT, I think is the time.
Yep.
Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And thank you so much for joining me. It's always a delight seeing you on stream. So, yes, of course, today.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you for coming on. And you've got all these streams with Anna Maria Jackson Phelps, and it's just like so much fun, like the vibe between you two.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate
like
that.
obviously I've seen I think it's on Anna Maria's Instagram, I think it was, like all the paintings for all the things that were done for the charity stream.
Yeah, so for when we did the charity stream, we had a thing that if you donated like $35 or more, she would paint you a painting. So I think she in total like drew 103 paintings. It's just like, that's a lot.
That's almost mind-boggling.
Yeah.
That's like, wow.
Great. That was really great.
I mean, I hope I didn't actually chat to Anna Maria about it, but I hope that like when you really get into the zone with something like that, and you're like, yeah, I'm doing this, and it's for a good cause, and you had loads of amazing folk who were able to contribute a lot, and you raised a whole bunch of money.
We did raise a whole bunch of money.
Well done to you, but also to your community and everything that you've managed to gather around you, if you know what I mean.
I appreciate that. Thank you. It was like definitely a group effort, and I was just honestly amazed by the community's generosity and like incredibly happy. So we raised in total over $17,000. So we were able to buy 34 oxygen concentrators, which is a lot. So, I'm really proud of us.
That is bleeping awesome.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
So, yeah, I wanted to have a little mukbang before we begin. This is something that my friend made actually themselves. We found out that kombucha is basically bacteria farts. So basically you've got bacteria and then it goes in and then it ferments the fruit juice and then it kind of gives off little farts and then it makes it bubbly. If you leave it in the warmth, like in room temperature, then it continues fermenting, it gets a bit more sour and a bit more bubbly. But if you're like, okay, this is enough, you put it into the fridge. And as you can see, I've got this tiny bit left and I'm like, yeah, I might, sometimes you don't want to have it because then it'll be gone. But at the same time, it is one of those things that you should probably not leave forever.
It's funny that you say bacteria farts. I have a friend who loves kombucha, so from now on, I will be telling her, "Hey, you're drinking bacteria farts." So thank you for that. So I am a huge coffee drinker. So I am drinking coffee. It's cold brew, and then I just have a little bit of sweet cream in it.
I mean, it looks very, very white there.
Yeah, I actually poured too much sweet cream.
Let me actually make that bigger so folk can. Oh, it's like ice cubes floating around there.
Yeah, there's ice cubes floating around there too. It's hot, so iced coffee it is, right?
I mean, we've had a beautiful day, and earlier on it was like sun beating down and me saying, oh, I need to start putting on my like sun lotion soon, but then it started raining, so I came back indoors because until the afternoon, until about an hour ago, I had my lead connected to outside and I was, there. But There's a strong smell from here.
What kind of flavored kombucha is it?
Raspberry.
Roseberry. Okay, interesting. Hi, Flo. Hello and welcome.
Hello, Flo. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining us. So we're going to be playing later on a game. Unfortunately, not this box because, we're not right next to each other. But I did a top 10 of my favorite games like back basically a year ago. And the truth is that I've not had a chance to play them. That's just the way it is, So I actually had a big pile of them, and I just picked up a couple of other games that were on top of this. But this was honestly one of my favorite games, and I've played it so many times. The real version, it is. Have you played Hey That's My Fish?
I do. I think it's really, really good. I played it like a decent amount of times, but I don't think I've ever won. Like I'm like really bad at it.
Fair enough. Battle Sheep is very, very similar, and you'll find out, I guess. I mean,
I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, it's like one of the games when people came to be part of the household, we'd kind of say, hey, let's play a few games. Let's sort of see what kind of person they are. Let's get together for some drinks. And I don't mean necessarily alcoholic drinks. I mean just sitting around, having a bit of dinner, having some tea or whatever. And the thing about Battle Sheep, if there's 3 or 4 of you playing, it does really become vicious because you're blocking each other. And you can imagine if one person's kind of in the way.
You're talking my kind of game, Bez. I love vicious games.
Do you think that you're quite a political negotiator trying to do all the king making, or?
No, I despise king making, so I try not to do it myself. But I am like not the nicest player. Like if I can like cut you off, but also still help me, but like also like still hurt you, I'll do that.
Do you find that you are a bit more vicious with 2 players because it's like, okay, I have to cut you off from those 5 points.
A little bit. Yeah. But it also really depends on who I'm playing with. Like, Bez, I've never played a game with you before, so I probably won't be so vicious. But against my brother, it's my younger brother, but we're only 2 years apart, so we're very competitive. We are very mean to each other. Like, one of our favorite games to play together is Carcassonne. And he always steals my cities. Like, he always tries to steal my cities, and it drives me bananas.
Well, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
And yeah, if you're watching, let us know what you're drinking. So I'm just going to finish off this raspberry kombucha. It's got a little bit of fizz. It's very sweet. It's got a little bit of sourness. I'm just loving this fruity flavor. And I'm hoping that my friend who made this might give me a little bit more, of the next batch of kombucha. I'm not going to lie. Let me ask, why do you like coffee?
I've grown very accustomed to the taste of it. I've been drinking coffee for a very long time. But I also like the caffeine effects. I'm not a morning person, so I'm very excited to be here, but I definitely need some coffee.
That is totally understandable. And yeah, I know that it's a bit of a weird time for lots of people. But one question before we start. What's the meanest move you've ever made?
The meanest move I've ever made? I don't even know.
Can you think, or let's put it, can you think of something where you were like, yeah, I managed to win one over, or like even something you were particularly proud of?
Oh, that's a really good question. Can I come back to it? Because I don't know the answer to that.
Sure thing.
Sorry, that's a good question, though.
Okay, let's play. So we've got Battle Sheep, and we are here on Board Game Arena. And let's see. It is your first game. You do not know the game rules, but that is totally okay. Why is it start game? So, I have never played on Board Game Arena before. Okay, so first you've got the setup, and you're just making the pasture. This bit doesn't really matter so much. I would say that don't want to place everything in one long row because then it'll be a bit messed up.
Okay.
It's got this variable setup where you can create holes as you go forwards. We're going to take a turn each to place one of the little pastures. I imagine if you are the first person,
Yeah, so do I just place a
just click it, and the first tile, I don't know why it's even bothers with that. It's literally just anywhere you want. And there's no way to rotate it. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
There's nothing else. And as I say, I've never played this, so okay, I'll go like that. And we're going to take turns. I think there's going to be 4 each, so we'll have 8 tiles on the board, and this is the starting grid that we'll start off from.
So what am I doing exactly?
Here, there's no competitive aspect. This is basically just us making the grid together, if you know what I mean.
So sure, but like, what should I be like thinking about in the future of how I make it?
I would say, let's double check. Honestly, like, I don't know if there's that much to think about at this point of the game. It's when you get into the second part of that. So you've got your making the tiles, then you've got your laying of the sheep, and that's the most important thing when you lay your sheep. And then you've got the moving of the sheep.
So I'm like scrolling down to the bottom. It says strategy tip. Games can be won and lost in this phase, building the pasture. The first player tends to start with an advantage as they have a first placement and first move. You may build the board differently depending on whether you are the first player or one of the subsequent. Considering
maybe I'm not very good at it. It's entirely possible.
Splitting a stack of your own sheep, moving in a straight line as far as you can go. Okay.
So an important thing to note is that if you're the first person to put one down, are you going to be the first person to play or not? I genuinely can't.
I think that's what it's implying.
Let me make a hole, because holes are vaguely interesting. That's the way that I play. I just kind of think, oh, holes are interesting. I'm going to put a thing here, and
okay. So I didn't mean to put that there, but that's fine.
And wait.
This is interesting because like you have to click around it, but then figure it out.
So if it's like a really long thing with just, like I said, when you've got a channel here, if you can see where I'm pointing, where there's only one grid, because that's going to be really easy to block later on.
Okay.
So you might want to think, well, there's this entire bit on the edge where later on people might, but I figured that we'd kind of play once quickly. I'll teach you it as we go along, and then we'll play a second time, and you will know what you're doing.
Sounds good.
I'm actually slightly struggling with this. There we go. That seems fine. Oh, and then you're the first player, so you get to go first. So you've got to pick a spot that's on the outside edge. From where you are, you want to be thinking maybe a wee bit about what you control, because you control every direction from there. You might be wanting to think about, ultimately, can you claim more than half the board? If you can, then you win. It's all about domination of the board.
So should I start off like in the middle or something?
Definitely don't start at one edge. Like, I think that somewhere in the middle would be a good idea. And you probably want to have somewhere where you think that either side that I go, you would still be able to get more things.
Okay. I'm like, I don't fully understand how to play, so I guess we're just going to go along and see.
I am going to go here. And the reason that I'm going there is that I think I could theoretically go straight left if you don't block me. And then I would sort of have lots of Oof,
So what is this? What is this? Now I says I must choose a stack to split. What does that mean?
So you've only got one stack. Where your blue sheep are, so you're blue and white, you've got to click on all those sheep, and you choose any number of them, and you move them in one direction. That's it, every turn.
What's
You've
the point of
currently
that?
you've only got one stack. The point of that is to lay claim to more of the board, if you see what I mean. Because I cannot jump over your sheep. That's the key thing. So if you get your sheep in my way, so for example, if you were to move them up, yeah, like that, for example, then suddenly I'm kind of blocked from going to the left.
Okay, so winning the game is when you can no longer move, essentially.
Pretty much. And
okay,
I may distribute my tokens. I'm happy. Ooh. And remember, you don't have to do an even split. If you think that one side might have more stuff going on.
okay. So how do you choose a number?
On this app, it seems like you just click the side that you want more sheep on. So you click this sheep that you want to move.
Yeah.
You move some number of them. You've got to leave at least one in the previous location, but you can move and you have to move at least one away.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's a nice move.
Thanks.
Like getting down in there.
I still don't know what I'm doing, but we're gonna try.
So at this point, I'm going to talk you through my thought process. I'm thinking like you've got these. Oh, it keeps showing that same animation. You've got these three that could take over quite a bit of this space. If I don't come down here, you can just go upright and block me from coming in, which would definitely not be cool. But at the same time, maybe I can. Oof. Yeah, I think I'm actually in a not good at all position, but I am going to do that and see what happens. So I've brought lots of my sheep forward, trying to muscle in on the territory.
Okay.
Oh.
I blocked you from coming down.
Yeah, I could see that coming up. I am going to, in that case, why can't I move? Weird. Why can't I move my sheep to the top left? I'm really confused.
Oh, I think it's not a straight line. Like where you have your cursor, you have to move it one to the right for the straight line.
Because here, going up left, that's a straight line as well.
Maybe you have to move it more than just one.
Is it? Have I been playing it wrong all this time? Because
you have to play it all the way to the end.
That's really. I'm going to check the instructions because I am sure that it was like as many as you want, but I am going to.
Oh yeah, it says moving part of the stack in a straight line as far as it can go before hitting another sheep or the border. See, that's one thing I like about BGA. You have to play the game by the right rules.
I have been playing this wrong all this time.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh! There you go. Wow. So this is a completely new game for me. Oh wow! There you go. That is really cool, actually.
That's That's so funny. How many times have you played this game before?
Like a good, I don't know, like 20 times.
Oh no. Well, now you know.
For sure, for sure.
Hi, John McKay. Okay.
Hello, John. Yeah. Who says yes? Go on to it. Yes. I know a few games which I learned wrong, says Flo. Oh my gosh. And the embarrassing thing is that the instructions are really short. You would have thought that. But that's the thing. Once you've played it a whole bunch of times, you don't
look at it again. Yeah.
Yeah. I am very embarrassed. There you go.
Don't be. It happens to everyone.
I'm going to do it like that. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's all about making sure that each of your sheep has their own little space. And yeah, so you've blocked 3 of my sheep in there, which is really nicely done. So I'm probably going to lose this game. Because there's no way for these 3 sheep to get out, which is...
Okay, let's see.
My mind is still just reeling from this. It's like, it's a brand new world. It's a brand new world.
I like this game so far.
I mean, oof. Yeah, completely different strategies and everything.
Yeah, because the fact that you can't move it all just one spot definitely makes it harder for sure. Okay, let's see.
I mean, it's funny. I mean, like, that was the fact that it was one of my favorite games, and
it's okay.
And yeah, so
you're moving your sheep away from me. Don't move away from me. Let's see. Hold on. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I think you're probably going to be able to spread out everything. I can't see. Oh, I should have maybe left one there. Yeah, so yeah, things are very different. At least I know that I can block one of your sheep there, but you've blocked like 3 of my sheep so far.
Let's see.
But you get what I mean about blocking the sheep, right?
Yeah, I do. And I'm just trying to figure out where I can use mine to the best abilities. Oh. Well, okay, we'll do that.
And
Flo says they lit a new candle today called Cereal and Cartoons. It smells like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It reminds me of Saturday mornings as a kid. Oh, Flo, that sounds lovely.
Oh, I love that name as well.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of pop? I don't actually know what Cinnamon Toast Crunch is.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is like definitely like probably like an American cereal. It tastes like
Oh wait, that's the name
French
of the cereal?
toast.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the name of the cereal.
Yeah, it's the name of the
cereal. I'd heard it before. I assumed that was some sort of biscuit, or I don't know. I would just not expect the word toast to be in cereal.
I never really liked like super sugary cereal or like this taste of cinnamon as a child, so I didn't really eat it that much as a kid. I loved Fruit Loops though. Fruit Loop is a good cereal. Where did you go just now? I missed that.
Oh, top left.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Um.
And bottom left, you did well to block me, but just to say, and I know this sounds weird because you did just beat me, but you could have just moved one sheep rather than both of them, and then gotten even one more point.
Oh, you get points for how many tiles you're on?
Yes, so the points are how many tiles you're
Oh,
occupying
okay.
your sheep on. So
Okay. I had
basically,
no idea what the points were.
okay, so it's basically 16 points because you've got 16 sheep if you manage to get them out perfectly. But
Gotcha.
because I had one extra sheep trapped here, two here, and
Good
one
to know.
here, whereas you only had three trapped. So, shall we play another time?
Sure.
And
Let's do it. Um. You proposed your rematch, correct? I don't see it.
yeah, I've
See the
clicked it. Shall I? And if anyone in chat wants to play along with us, let me
Oh, I
know.
accepted it now.
But yes, cinnamon toast crunch. I assumed it was like French toast or something. Something like
No, that's funny though. I can see why you think that. Okay.
do you think that
Oh,
would be good nice? Do you think that would work? Like French toast smothered with cinnamon?
oh yeah, totally. I mean, don't people put French toast on their cinnamon on their French toast generally?
I don't know. I wouldn't normally, like, but I'm not big. Yeah, I'm not really the biggest French toast maker.
I'm not either. I love breakfast foods. Don't get me wrong, but I definitely prefer savory over like sweet foods.
Flo does put cinnamon in the egg mix for the French toast. I think, yeah, cinnamon just works with everything, don't you think?
Yeah.
We've got something here called Curiously Cinnamon, which
Curiously interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's make some unique shapes.
ooh. So I'm going to go first.
Yep.
So, oh, I get to put all my sheep down somewhere. This seems like a pretty good spot, I think, because I feel like that's a big bit on the left. Potentially having access to that.
Oh crap! Didn't mean to put it there, but okay, that happened. It's not a terrible
It's
spot.
1, 2, 4, 6.
I think me winning last time was beginner's luck because like half the time I didn't know what I was doing.
Well,
So
this
we'll
time
see.
I'm going to actually strategize and pay attention, and also now I know the rules because we were actually learning. Like we thought that I knew the game, but that's the thing. As you say, that is the thing about BGA. You realize that, hey, wait a minute, maybe I
Yeah.
didn't know the game at all.
I really do enjoy this platform for that reason.
Mm-mm-mm. I have to admit, I decided a few months ago that I'm just not going to bother with Tabletopia or Tabletop Simulator anymore.
Oh, really?
I'm not saying that. Look,
Excuse me.
I'm really happy that they exist and that other people are enjoying them, and I don't want to harsh anyone else's buzz. But for me, it's just a little bit too difficult to use. I find it, yeah, a wee bit tricky. I find it,
Thank you, Flo. I use TTS because some companies only have mods on TTS. and I try not to use unofficial mods. And then Tabletopia is good because a lot of new games that like you want to try before buying are available on there, and they're not, unfortunately, not available on BGA. Like Keystone North America, the game by Rose Gauntlet that's currently on Kickstarter. Like I played that on Tabletopia, and that was so much fun. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, for the sake of if you're doing previews or something like that, and I know that Peter Hazelwood, I was playing. Yeah, good move. I was.
Thank you.
Thinking that if that didn't come out, then
you're gonna block me.
I mean, I'll still try. One work. How do I split this? And it's really interesting knowing, where your opponents can go is a really interesting one.
I feel like the fact that you have to put it all the way at the end of a line, like now I know like that's like where you can put it. Like it's not just one or two hops away. It has to be all the way at the end of the line. Also, thank you, Goonwolf. I love my headphones too.
Hello,
I appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us.
Okay. I see what you're doing. Tricky.
Need to make sure I am sufficiently plugged in and I have access to electricity. Ooh. Okay. If I put that there, you have managed to successfully block me at least once, but now I can block you at least once.
You can. Goonwolf. We are playing Battle Sheep by Blue Orange Games. We're playing on Board Game Arena right now.
So it's designed by Francesco Rotta and art by Andrea Femerstrand, and you're kind of just moving your things each time you pick a pile of sheep. There's little numbers which hopefully you can read, and the numbers say how many sheep are in that pile. So I know that Beneeta's got 6 sheep here.
I do.
But Beneeta's only able to put 4 more of them, so one of them is going to be blocked.
Yeah. So I see that you have this stack over here. You're about to make a lot of points that way.
Yeah, my 7, I know that I am able to spread them all out.
It's impressive.
I think this one might... Ooh. Okay, this one might be a draw. It might come down to the tiebreaker. And for the record, the tiebreaker is how few groups of sheep do you have, if you see what I mean. In which case, I would win the tiebreaker. But that is going to be very close because, yeah, the rest of the game, there's not going to be much interaction unless one of us makes a massive blunder.
This is interesting. So, like, the last game that we played was very interactive. We were in each other's ways, but this one kind of seems that we're doing our own thing, which is a very different strategy.
It was those 1 or 2 moves straight off the bat that made it this way. And of course, if anyone doesn't know Beneeta, then please check out Beneeta on all the places, and these are all the links.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm a variety Twitch streamer. I also stream board games on my channel. Okay, let's see. 3.
What are your favorite things to do when you're not playing board games?
I really love cooking. I have been into like trying new recipes for many years now, and I always love trying new recipes. And I've gotten to the point, not to toot my own horn, that I can look at a recipe and know like, oh, I think I will like this, or like I won't like this, and I will make tweaks based on what I see. Because like, if There's like some recipes are like, oh, just put like like a little bit of like cayenne pepper. Nope, I'm like put like 4 tablespoons.
So you know how to adapt things to your own personal taste and to the taste of
Exactly.
the loved ones around you.
Exactly.
Mm.
How about you, Bez? What do you like to do when you're not streaming?
Oh, I like sometimes I like cycling around, yeah, dancing, which unfortunately a bit less these days, singing. Well, when I'm not streaming, I sometimes play games when I'm not streaming.
I mean, I still love playing games when I'm not streaming too. I'm a board gamer for a reason.
But no, it was I asked oh, you must sorry, I'm just confused because it's asking me to distribute my tokens among the 2 stacks, but 1-1 is literally the only way it can be split. So it seems like sometimes there is a wee bit of a weird wrinkle like that with Board Game Arena, but this seems like a solid implementation. Hey, that was so we got 15 points each, and
so what the tie is, the winner is a player who has the largest number of contiguous pasture page. So like
exactly. So basically, if one person has just one, and one person has them split into multiple, then the person with multiple is going to lose.
So because you have like 1, 2, you have so many more attached to each other. Well, I have a good number, just not as many as you.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
Nice.
it was 15 points each.
That was a close game.
Shall we play one last game as a decider and get truly competitive?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's play one more game.
And I've got stream elements to remind me every 37 minutes to have a wee bit of a stretch and maybe even getting up. And
it's a good reminder.
Yeah, it's important. I mean, definitely in these days when we might just be sitting on our seats to kind of make sure that like our necks and our backs and our sides and everything is,
I like that,
taken care of. And yeah, if you are at home, then please remember to take care of yourself.
Okay, Bez, I'm going to try my best.
Same.
I'm gonna try my best. Let's see. It's the down to the wire. I love that we're 1-1. Keeps it competitive.
Stream Elements helps viewers stretch and hydrate too. Exactly. Like everyone can remember, oh yeah.
Yep.
Have you taken care of your body? Are you doing all the things that I've got this thing on Twitter that I'm following. It says like little tiny memos, and every few hours it just pings a thing that's completely uninteresting, but it's just like one line that says, remember to breathe deeply. Reminder to
I like that.
And it makes like little suggestions so that if you are just staring at the screen and I don't always see it because I'm not always doom scrolling on Twitter. I do other things in my life, but sometimes it's like, oh yeah, actually, I should take a walk outside.
We have a very interesting shape this time.
Yeah, it worries me. Oh, interesting, because, see, under my rules, you could have taken over the right side really easily just by placing one space to the right, if you know what I mean. But now, if I go here, I can still... Yeah, I mean... Yeah, there's a lot to ponder.
There is a lot to ponder.
I'm going to try and keep it moving. Is that Tiny Carebot? Yes, I believe it is. Let me see. Twitter.com/tinycarebot. Yes. Tiny Carebot, and it says things like please breathe deeply. Please take some time to check in with your friends. Please take a moment to drink a bit of water.
Oh, I
Such
love
a
that.
lovely.
I'll have to look it up. I'm going to Google this right now. Tiny care bot.
Hmm.
Oh, I love that.
2, 3. Let's move.
Do you have any exciting plans for the weekend?
Not. Confirm. Not really. Nothing that. Yeah, we're not really totally free to do whatever we want just now. I am going to visit my friend after this stream, which is going to be really nice. Cycle over, and yeah, tomorrow. Actually, on Sunday, I've started the mentorship, and I've got a couple of mentees, which I'm looking forward to.
Oh,
and
for like game design?
Yeah, I'm chatting to one of them tomorrow.
That's awesome.
Ooh, haha. So you have left me open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 1, 2, 3. To do this.
With the contiguous. I keep forgetting that rule. It's a good one.
And also now I've taken over the bit to the right.
Yep, you have. But I think it will be okay. I think it'll be okay. I will see. We'll see, right? We'll see.
I thought you were going to do something else. I thought you were going to split the stack of 2 and bring it down to block me from going left. I'm going to... Oof, there's a lot of board everywhere else. So maybe I'll leave 3 behind. Yeah, let's do something like that.
Okay. I'm going to do something like that.
Makes a lot of sense. Stop me from hemming you in.
Exactly.
Okay, now the issue is that this is a very tricky situation.
We both like had like practice games. Now we're like in it to win it.
I am not fancying my chances, even though I've got the right bit. Oof. Gosh darn it. Yeah. And Flo says, this weekend I'm going to play games with a small group of 4 vaccinated friends. Brilliant. So have you all been double vaccinated, Flo? That sounds lovely. Party games like gestures and Pictionary. It'll be nice to get closer to normal times. It sounds just delightful.
That does sound really great, Flo. 2 gamers, 1 board, many sheep. Who will win? I don't know. It's anyone's game at this point.
I don't know. I think it's basically your game. I mean, come on. There's 4 sheep here in the middle. There's no way they're going to get out.
Hey, you tried to block me, and I'm like,
of course I did.
No,
and
no.
You played better. What can I say? You played pretty gosh darn well. And yep, I mean, it's honestly, I'm really enjoying this because after lockdown, I'm going to be playing a lot more of this, and maybe after this, I'll be playing a bunch of this on, Board Game Arena even.
Yeah.
But coming back to it, realizing, oh my gosh, that's the way the game is, that you move it as far as...
Yeah.
Wow. And... Okay, so the rest of it, we don't have any interaction. But, yeah, I think you'll be able to get basically everything out, and I
We'll
will
see.
not.
I'm a little concerned.
1, 2, 3. No, you do have space, I think.
I hope
But you'll
so.
definitely get more than me anyway. Mm-hmm.
You will see.
Have you ever... What's a game that you can remember playing the most that you got completely wrong?
I don't know. I don't think like I have like one of those experiences where I'm like, whoa, we've been playing wrong the whole time. I think maybe like I play like Teotihuacan, like someone taught me the rules and we realized like a game or two later that we were playing like one rule wrong, but that was just like one play. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm-mm.
Otherwise, I don't really remember. I like to watch Rodney's videos, how to play videos, so I feel like I'm like playing the game right for the most part.
Goonwolf says, when I was a kid, I used to play Hearts on my dad's computer, and I didn't realize that the big score was bad. I thought I was so good.
Aw. Oh, I don't want to do
gosh.
that. Oh, I don't want to do that. Ooh, this is tricky. I don't know if I'll be able to get all of mine out.
Oh, you'll beat me anyway.
It's unfortunate that I can't get all these
1,
out.
2. Surely. 1, 2.
Yeah. I can get most of them, but not all of them.
Yeah, I think you will. Yeah, you'll have one left.
Yeah. Mine was a stool stained glass. We thought after we got a certain amount of broken glass that any further broken glass wouldn't count against us. Oh no! We just kept breaking glass willy-nilly. Oh,
Well
I didn't
done,
even get to
Beneeta.
put my last one out. Okay then. Boom!
What? Okay, maybe because I'd already lost, so it was like, hey, why bother playing?
Yeah, you couldn't put any more spots.
Yeah, so that is the final situation of that game.
That was very close.
I like how they've actually used all the graphics from the game, because if you'll notice, all the sheep are different. And in the real game, obviously, let me actually show you. You've got these really chunky discs, and all of them just look completely different.
Oh, nice. Oh, look at their faces.
There we go. Oh,
awesome.
Yeah, they're all ridiculous, and yeah, some of them are a bit of a variable.
Sheep butt. Oh, speaking about butts, this is a perfect opportunity to show off my cat butt emote. Boom!
It's a shame that I see some people, like, it's interesting because you and I both use StreamYard, and it is just so much easier than OBS or something of that. Speaking of bots,
oh,
yeah, I thought I was going somewhere else as well.
I use StreamYard for guests, but I actually use OBS. That's why when I use emotes, my emotes pop on my screen. But it definitely is a lot more tech. Hi, Panic Games.
Hello, Panic. Like, yeah, when you've got like that big explosion of things, it's like so amazing. And like as a viewer, I love kind of having all the hearts, and then like when it covers the person.
Yeah,
it's like
I do the emote explosion on my stream. I love it so much. It's just so much fun.
Like I am on honestly so much in awe of the people who have been able to get things working, to have, you know, some of the things that I've seen. Someone had a I shave my beard for 300 Twitch points, and then you pay 300 beard point like channel points,
Yeah.
and then it looks like their beard is gone. Like there's this filter, and then
That's
it's
so
like
cool.
so like they move their face around, but it somehow tracks it, and it's like it just isn't there.
That's very impressive.
And hello, legends, and we've just finished, and Beeneta did actually win. You can see.
Team Beneeta. Legends has this thing where Legends refuses to be Team Beneeta on my stream. So, but he'll be Team Beneeta on other people's streams. So yeah, Legends. We did 3 games, and I broke the tie. 2 out of 3.
It was some good games, and also I realized that I do not know this game as well as I thought.
It happens.
Like I've also like people like the music streams. They're so amazing, and I see people coming up with things like flaming guitars, where like their actual guitar turn seems to go on fire, and like. Yeah, do you think we'll see more board gaming things just continue to grow and evolve?
Oh, yeah. I think, like, you know, like when you check in on people's streams, like you see like how far they come. Like people are always adding new things. Like Panic Games, for example, like they have like the coolest like animations on their channel. And like, you know, like just for my example, like I'm always adding like random like channel emotes and sounds and stuff, you know, like I feel like as people get more and more comfortable and like start learning more, it's just going to get more and more professional, which is awesome.
And I want to actually, this is, you could feed a panda on my stream last night.
That's awesome. Panic Games has some great stuff. Actually, Panic Games Paul made my cat butt emote.
Nice.
They drew it.
I want to give, apropos of nothing, so this person on Twitter called themselves the Meeples, like the Beatles, but spelt EA, and they've got an actual album. I was actually listening to it before we met up, Beneeta.
Oh, okay.
And one of the songs on it, it's called Blue Buttons, and it's a 10-song album, and some of them are like, I'm going to actually tell you the track listing. So Dice Hates Me, Friendly Local Game Store, Colt Express, Lament for Carcassonne, The Games That We Play, Lost Europa, Queen Domination, which I love that title, Blue Buttons, Take Your Turn, and Tokyo Highway at the end.
Those are some great names.
All of these are original songs, are not just parodies, and I think that, it's amazing how people are starting to engage in different ways. Like obviously you've got Paula Denning, who really brought like the concept of board game comedy to the fore. And of course, like you've got other people like the Losers doing like Dave doing like songs as well back in the day. But like there's
great.
Just so much going on. And I think that board games, as they continue to grow and as we get more and more stuff, what do you feel like my 3 favorite channel redemption right now is a Sketch Drawn, Card Flourish, and Sound Alerts.
What is a Card Flourish?
I'm going to assume that Sketch Drawn means the streamer actually draws a thing.
Yeah, so Brain in a Jar has a channel, and Johnny Deathhawk, her husband, does 1-minute sketches. And Legends, I was on the stream when Legends redeemed it. And Legends, when you say sound alerts, I'm just gonna say you're talking about my channel because I have amazing sound alerts.
Like there's so many people who do this, like you pay a number of bits or you pay a number of channel points. And one thing, have you seen Marky Mark, where if you, no matter how many bits you pay, like then it reads out everything that you accompanied that bit.
Yeah, the text bot.
A Card Flourish is Tricks with Cards on Herb's Gambit.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I have to redeem that. Yeah, everyone has been so creative with channel points. It's great.
I was really thinking about going affiliate because I was wanting channel points, but I've got like the point system where you can do exclamation mark points, and there is a shop, but it's obviously a bit harder to do if you're not affiliate. But then the sad thing is that if you are affiliates, it's just like the 24 hours of exclusivity that they ask for that made me go, I don't know if I'll do that.
Why? Like, do you want to immediately put your stuff somewhere else?
Like, well, he's one of the peeps that, like, John McKay earlier was on Facebook. So, like, John McKay's watching there, and, you know, there's sometimes some people who just see it on Facebook, and sometimes, I know even Alex has said, oh, Twitch is not working for me, I'm going to YouTube. And having that, multi-streaming, I think, is nice.
So multi-streaming, is nice, but you can still stream on other platforms. You just can't stream on Twitch at the same time. And I get that, but the thing is, I suck it up only because I think the channel point stuff and like emotes and everything like make your channel so unique. Like me personally, you know, like it helps distinguish from like other channels, and that's why I like abide by the rules. Bye.
Bye, Greenwolf.
Oh, hi, Yoda. Hello.
Hello, Yoda. Lovely to see you. Beneeta just beat me 2-1 at Battle Sheep. This is the final situation of the game. Going to keep bringing that up whenever anyone new pops in. And my humiliating defeat. I had a poll for Panic. When Panic comes in, will Panic beat me or will Panic crush me? And I think those are the two votes that have been there so far. But there's just a lot. I don't know. It's a really big discussion, and I would love to have that discussion, with you and Panic.
Yeah.
It's actually really interesting.
Are most of your primary viewers come onto Twitch?
Yeah, like right now, 80% of the people watching are on Twitch.
See, then I think with that percentage, I would feel more comfortable going exclusively on Twitch because, I don't know, just channel points make your stream like so fun. There's so many like different things that you can do with it. I really enjoy it. But it's definitely a conversation. Panic said that they had to think really hard about going affiliate. I was doing multi-streaming.
I mean, like one thing that with the stream elements points that everyone gets, people can get me to do things, and I've got like an option where I sing you a song now, and another option where I sing you a song later. So
you can get stream element points. How do you do that?
So if anyone in chat right now does exclamation mark points, so then it would say you've got this many points, and so like Beneeta has 280 points. And is ranked.
So how would you use them?
And Flo has 27,940 points because you've been watching a lot, and also sometimes on Tuesdays I give points. And
how would you use the points then?
So you, for example, there's one that says exclamation mark add task where. And if you do add task and then you write a bit, then you pay 250 points, and then I add a wee task to a jar, and sometimes people do exclamation mark do task, and then I have to do a thing. I prefer that people don't do exclamation mark do task right now, because then I'll have to get the jar and... But,
do you have a place where you have all of your point redemptions? Because is it on your page?
No, that would be a good thing. Like maybe if I said, exclamation mark how to or something like that.
Yeah, because if you make it like a little bit more clear, like make it a panel on your page, then like people can know that they exist, right?
I'm actually just finding the link to the shop because it's like a virtual shop. Oh, why is I'm needing to log in again? But Yoda says, I wasn't doing multi-stream, so going affiliates was a no-brainer. And yeah, it feels like just why not at a certain point. I do apologize.
It's
I am
okay.
going to find the shop. What is... Yeah, do you feel like going affiliate, you were then promoted? And like, to be fair, also the other thing I have is I'm not money averse, but I do feel weird that by going affiliate, I am forcing everyone to watch a 30-second advert before they see me, unless they pay for subscription, if you know what I mean.
Sure, but if you want to not do that, some people do, like, like you have like a minute, like I'm going to go live in 1 minute. Like, in StreamYard itself, you could put like a 30-second timer up. As soon as you go live, put the timer and then roll the ad. So that way, when people come in for the first 20 or 30 minutes, people who come in don't have an ad. That's one way to avoid it.
Yeah, that's a possibility. I think it's like you have to have something like an advert every
hour,
30 minutes or something.
I'm not really
to make
sure.
it work so no one ever has to do a thing. But
yeah,
like, I don't know, I wasn't thinking of this much until Xate actually mentioned, oh yeah, sometimes when we go somewhere, sometimes even when you raid somewhere else, sometimes there's the pre-loading ad.
Yeah.
No, this is... Yeah, that's the thing. Like, stream... Like, the things... If you've got channel points right there and it says, this is what's going on, and you see that's... Yeah, the thing... Actually, let me... Did I actually ever do an exclamation mark shop? Let's see what happens if I do shop. Does that work? No. I should have a link to that. And,
yeah, just so people can actually like Dutch Yoda has so many points, so just so like they can know how to use it.
Because yeah, this is something that I should do later on in my own time. And yeah, did you see what John McKay wrote about not being able to have Twitch at work?
Yeah.
Not that anyone would be watching at work, of course.
Of course not.
And
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was going to read the comment. Go ahead.
No, you read it.
It was good to focus on one stream location. Twitch also feels like more a community than other platforms, which I 1000% agree with.
Yeah, it's... When I go onto Twitch, I kind of expect that even if there's loads of people, the person is going to be chatting to people. Even if there's like 1,000, like I've been to streams where there's like 400 people and, the person singing still does, because I don't tend to see board game streams with that many folk, but...
Not yet. One day we'll get there.
Although this stream does do pretty well, and so does Teo Sasha. For whatever reason, the French board game streams just do much better than the English ones so far. But yeah, like kind of midway through a song, kind of just saying, oh yeah, thanks, or kind of...
Yeah.
Like just being really on top of, yes, not everyone gets responded to, not everything has to be responded to, but actually involving people. And the whole rating system, there's nothing like that on YouTube. It's just, okay, that's it, we're finishing up.
Yeah.
And I realize how weird it feels when, and I understand why some publishers don't want to raid, because it's kind of like, oh, do we want to affiliate ourselves with them? And then, when you kind of affiliate yourself with a corporation or another streamer, it's like you're kind of suggesting that you show their values. And sorry for the tangents, I don't know if you saw the whole thing with Coiled Spring, talking of Battle Sheep, where they had a competition with Mumsnet, and then people were like, oh, how dare you? They are like such a transphobic place. And I kind of like looking into it, I kind of feel slightly. I do sympathise with Coiled Spring about that because it's really hard to do all that due diligence. And
Yeah, hold on.
ideally, yeah, you would investigate everything, but yeah, sometimes things slip through.
You're talking about a company? Coil Spring?
Yeah, Coiled Spring. So Coiled Spring is a UK distributor of games, and because Coiled Spring distributes all of the Blue Orange games in the UK.
Oh, I think I remember hearing about this on Twitter. Okay. You say that it's hard to do your due diligence, and I don't disagree with you. But I feel like if you're going to affiliate your company with something, you need to do it.
Mm-mm. But like, my point is that kind of, I can see why, again, like if I'm watching Spielwerks on Twitch, like Uli does streaming every week on the Tuesday, but then Uli never rates into anyone else, and it's kind of like, how much does that say about you when you're raiding into someone else?
Yeah.
Does it mean that you accept all of their values? Because I don't think that should necessarily mean that. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think it should. Maybe it's like a tacit approval, but it definitely shouldn't be like I accept all your values. Also, rating is a really huge part of the Twitch community, and it kind of like doesn't feel good when like a streamer you're watching doesn't raid, because you want to like take that excitement, that group of people to another streamer, like I always like to have like try to raid every single time. Like yesterday I was raiding and it just like stopped working in the middle, and I felt horrible because like I always want to like take my community somewhere else and share them. It's a good way to like meet people. It's a good way to like support other people. I don't know, I think raiding's a really big part of the Twitch community.
Speaking of which, I mean, even though there's not a whole bunch of peeps here, I see that there's like Monique, Game Freak Girl, on Twitch just now doing. I'm actually going to go into Monique's stream. Is that with Katsudoku with Zan Sheldon? And again, just kind of watching the wee adverts to see, okay.
Hi, Kev. Yeah, that's you. They were saying they just got a lot of great people thanks to rating. Yeah, for sure. Same here.
Oh, hey, Kev. Thank you for popping in. And yeah, whether it's another board game streamer, or like especially in my mornings, I almost never have any board game peeps. And yeah, Monday to Friday, Michael's just after me. But I don't want to necessarily raid Michael 5 times a week. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so, I do raid, a lot of musicians, because music is also a big part of my life and hopefully something that everyone can also engage with. And it's like, okay, we raid this person and they're really fun, and try to share that. And yeah, there you go. Of course, I've got my own raid call, which is just a whole load of love hearts. So please copy paste that, and when we go to check out Monique and Suzanne Sheldon, we can sort of share a wee bit of the love.
Okay, let's do it.
And yeah, let me do. I wanted to have a section. What did you think of the game, Beneeta? Do you want to play it? Not right now, but
I really enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to play it again. I definitely get the feeling of, hey, that's my fish. But I think I might like this one more. I really enjoy the splitting of the stacks mechanism. And it's very interesting because, like, it's not split evenly. Like, you got to be like, okay, I'm going to put 6 here and leave 1 behind. Like, that was a very interesting mechanism. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for teaching me.
You're very welcome. And also the nice thing is that in real life, I mean, on Board Game Arena, hey, that's my fish, I assume you just click and it's all set up. But in real life, you've got all the little tiles to put out, whereas
oh my god,
like, chunky things, and so it doesn't.
Oh my god!
And
hey, that's my fish like, takes forever to set up.
But Battle Sheep is fun with higher player counts as well, says Yoda. Like, yeah, I think that I'm definitely going to play a lot more of it and be excited to play at other player counts with friends once we can all get together.
I need to buy this game, is
real
what I'm
rules.
hearing. I really like it. I really like it. I want to go buy it.
And of course, if you want to check me out, I'm going to do quickly. Those are my links. If you're not already following the L Deck on Twitter, please do check out the L Deck on Twitter. Check out Beneeta's links before we do. Thank you very much, everyone. You have all been wonderful. Thank you, Beneeta. Thank you for joining me on the show. And if there's any last words, over to you. What are you up to? You can share, but only if you want to.
Oh, so for me, any last words for me?
From anyone, including you.
Hi again. I'm Beneeta. Thank you so much for having me on, Bez. It was so much fun. I'm a variety Twitch streamer. I'm primarily stream board games. I do a weekly Wednesday happy hour at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I do board games. I usually have a guest on. I do mukbangs and games every other week on Fridays. And then I have a Just Chatting stream on Sunday where we talk about the week, or we just like talk about board game related stuff. The last few weeks have been going over the BGG Top 100. This Sunday, stay tuned of what the new topic is, because like after 2 months, we finally finished going over the BGG Top 100. It took so long because we are very chatty.
That sounds amazing. And yes, I hope to have you back on sometime, maybe even for the 10th of June, which is going to be my episode, my 400th morning stream.
Wow.
And I'm completely disregarding all the afternoon streams and the evening streams that I've done. So like I'm up to like about 950 hours on Twitch.
That's amazing. I will be on a plane on June 10th. Otherwise, I would have loved to join you.
Well, it'll be a 25-hour thing from 10 a.m. UK time until 11 a.m. UK time on June the 11th. So, but thank you, everyone. There will be more details about that coming. It's been lovely seeing you. And for now, there is only one thing left to say as we read. And the last thing is bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, bye. Bye bye. This is the end of the show. Bye bye. Bye bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye. Bye bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye bye. Bye bye. This is the end of the show. Bye bye. Bye bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye, Beneeta.
Bye.
Now I'm going to stare you out at you awkwardly. This is my favorite bit. This is like what it's all been leading up to. Awkward stares.
We are still live, I think.
Yeah, I know. Yes, we are. That's why you can't just leave. It's like the awkward stare moment.
The awkward stare moment.
I have trapped you. Mwahaha. Bye-bye.
Just gonna keep waving until we raid Monique.
Bye-bye. Yeah, bye-bye, Flo. Bye-bye, Panic. And Panic says this is their favorite part.
Is there any way to speed up the rating? I thought there was.
Yes, there is. I could just click on the button.
Okay. Hey, this is your stream. You do what you want.
Because when I'm watching a stream, I like it when it's like, oh, that was a quick goodbye. I don't feel like satisfied, and so I like a slow goodbye, but maybe that's just me.
Gotcha.
And so, yeah, there we go.